Hey guys, and welcome to day one of my Invisalign treatment. So I just want to talk you guys through what I'm going to be going through with my teeth, and obviously this is the first day. And I don't know if you noticed, I'm talking a little tiny bit with a lisp. That is because I've got them in. But I'm just going to go through and show you the kind of process and how much things cost and what you need to do and what they give you. I know there's quite a few videos out there, but I've watched quite a few of them, and I think it's good that different people have different opinions on how they feel and what they're like and what they do. You know, there's different types of methods on how they feel, I guess, or you know what they're like to have in, because the different people are different, aren't they? So let's go through it. So the first thing I did is obviously I had a free consultation with my dentist. You want to make sure you get a free one. You don't want to be paying for this because they can be costly. I phoned a few of them and they wanted like £300 just to see me and give me advice. So try and find a free one. I managed to find one that was free, and it was from Cathedral Dental in Bury St Edmunds, and they were really good and very helpful. And they spoke to me and like made me feel welcome. And you know, I was a bit nervous about getting my teeth done because I've always wanted to do it, but having braces is something that you know, put me off. Didn't want to have things on my teeth or like look different, especially when I'm doing YouTube and things like that. So I went for Invisalign because it doesn't get seen, and I don't know if you've noticed, other than me having a tiny bit of a lisp, that they are actually in and on. So the first thing I did is spoke to them. Once I did that, they took some photos and then they took pictures of my teeth, and then they wrote to me and just said that it was a pleasure to meet me and they would like to help me get my teeth done. If I want to get it done, just let them know, and then they'll follow the process and we'll get started. So that was the first step, is going to go see them. They explain to you what happens. The next step is they sent out a payment plan, because I said obviously yes, I would like to go ahead. So the cost of my teeth to have them done, to get them straight and to have a free whitening at the end, on here was in total, just trying to find it, £3,087.50. And then on there it gives you like finance agreements to how much you would possibly, you know, if you can't afford it, and it's something that you haven't got, because not everybody has got £3 in the bank, do they? I mean, to go do that, and I don't want to give out a lump sum of £3 because I'm trying to save for a house, but this is something I've always wanted to do in my life. I said if I have time and I have a bit of spare money, I would do that, and that's something I want to do. So I got rid of the Scirocco, and I've got money monthly now, so I'm going to spend some of it on getting something that I want for a change. So this is why I'm doing it. You can choose 12 months interest free, so you could spread it over 12 months. Payment is quite a lot, it's £270 a month, that's a lot of money. But I went for, I'll show you what I went for. So as I went for it, I got it through Hitachi Finance, and I end up paying £104 and 8p a month. So, and that's over a 36-month term. So I mean, it's quite a bit, but like I said, it's something that I wanted to do. So today, obviously, I've had them fitted, but before this, I had a previous one. So the first initial one, you go in, you speak to the dentist. The dentist obviously makes sure that your teeth are clean and ready for the treatment to be done. So you go speak to them about that, and they take some imprints. So they get this goo stuff and they put it inside a cast, and then they push it up, and then they take indents or imprints of your teeth, top and bottom, because I'm having both of them done, and you know, then they send them away to Invisalign. They ask you if you're happy, if you've got any questions or anything like that, and that is literally the first stage of having it done. So the next stage was quite a bit later, so it's probably been about 4 weeks after, and I've gone in and again, and they've spoke to me about it, asked if I'm happy. Then they send you a video over that shows you what your teeth would look like once the treatment's done. So basically they kind of send it to see. They haven't taken a penny yet. They're still doing all this, and they still haven't taken any money from me yet. So it's pretty good that they're not like, you know, very money orientated. Obviously, although you are going to be paying the money, they're not talking about it or asking about it loads. So anyway, so yeah, they show you a video. I'll just quickly show you this short clip of the video they sent me so you can see what I got. So I'll roll that now. Right, so guys, that was the video on what they sent me. So you're basically seeing it in my time, the whole complete process, and you're gonna be following me through it. So every time I have one changed, I'll do a video on it and how it feels and whether I'm noticing a difference and things like that. And then obviously I'll explain to you if you want to get it done. If you're at this video now because it's something you want to get done, then obviously I can tell you like through experience of what I've had. I mean, there are a few people out there that said it hasn't worked and they've gone and got veneers, but veneers they do not recommend anymore because it affects your teeth in the long run. Even though it looks good as a quick fix, if your teeth aren't too bad now, and like me, where I've only got one tooth that kind of needs to come into place, and the bottom ones just need to be lined up. This is probably the best solution for you. So I'm hoping it works, and then we'll find out. There's a fly here. Anyway, that's another thing. So once you'd watched the video, they sent me off. They said if I was happy, they're going to send it off to Invisalign to get them made. So then obviously I said, yes, I'm happy. I would like you to do that. I want my teeth to look like what the video looked like. So they sent that away. And then today, obviously I had another appointment. That was like 2 weeks ago. So now I've gone in and he had like a clear case and it had like a bag like this. So this is the Invisalign bag that I got. And he presented me with this, and then he had my Invisalign in the first case. So literally this blue case is the first one that I'm going to be using. This is the one that you're meant to be carrying around with you all the time if you need to take out your brace if you're having food and stuff like that, you know, just in general. So he popped them in, he asked me how they feel, he asked me to take them out, so I had to go take them out. If you want to know how to take them out, all you need to do is literally, I'll show you at home here. So they're in now, and then you just get the back, and then you pop them out like that. And you put them on. You just push them into place. But when you first put them on, or every time you need to put them on, they've got this little green thing in there, and you enter the bite on it like that, just to make sure it's completely on. You're not supposed to take them out, but I just did it for the purpose of the video, guys. But I'm going to be having dinner soon, so I'll be taking them out again. So you get that, and then you also get a red one. So the one that you've got that's empty is your one that you're wearing. The red one, which is empty at the moment, will have in your next one. So you'll know that one you'll be putting in 2 weeks' time. This one you put in now. So this is the one you're wearing. This is the one you'll be wearing. So remember to put it in here after you've had food and stuff. I haven't had to do it yet, but obviously I will. But that's what you get in your first pack, like that. So you keep that, and that's all cool. So the next thing he gave me was gave me a little sample thing. So I got a toothbrush in there, and I got some floss and a little toothpaste. And he said if I ever need toothpaste, just go in there. They've got 3 samples. I can have as much toothpaste as I want. So that's pretty helpful. And it's all B stuff. I've been using Colgate at the moment, so he said it doesn't really matter what you use, but that's just a little sample that they gave me there. And then they gave me another one of those green things in case the other one gets really messy and dirty. And he gave me this, which is, I think, is actually quite cool. So this is like a little My Invisalign smile. So you can take pictures of your mouth and your progress of your teeth as you go along on an app. And you just can download it from the Apple Store or from Android apps if you want to do that. So you just download it, and it just kind of just shows you in here what it's about, and you can progress and then do that. So I was going to take pictures of it like every week anyway, but with this it's going to help because I can do it, and then I can share you my video on what my teeth look like from that. So that's something I'm going to be doing. So that's pretty cool. And then they've got like the helpful pack, you know, sort of like use and care instructions. So that's just really telling you what you need to do. So that's really cool there. So remember, in this it kind of states that don't have like hot drinks with it because it can warp and do stuff to the Invisalign. So you can't really have hot drinks while they're in. If you need to have a hot drink, it's best to take them out, have the hot drink, and then brush your teeth and put it back in, because coffee and stuff will stain your teeth, which is obviously something you don't want it to do. But remember, guys, if you have any questions on it and you're looking to have it done, or you know people that have had it done and they've had a different experience, then let me know. But I'm going to just quickly explain what it felt like when he first initially put it in my mouth. So he pushed him in, and then he put him out, and he pushed him down here, and he said, "How does it feel?" And to be honest with you, when he first put him in, it kind of made me want to gag, because it was something in my mouth that I'm not used to, and I was like you want to get it out, because that's just your initial reaction when something different goes into your mouth. I guess you kind of you don't want it in there. You want it. Your natural reaction is to spit it out. So when they put it in, it was a kind of bit like, ooh. And then after that, it just feels like really tight, sort of like a tight pressure on the top teeth and on the bottom teeth. Sort of like it does actually feel like it's pulling on them, but it's constant. The only thing that I found, because I've had it in quite a bit now, is that my tongue here under there, it keeps scraping on the plastic and it really hurts. So it's really sensitive underneath my tongue. The sides not too much, doesn't really bother me. It's just my tongue, because my tongue, all I want to do is like touch it with my tongue, and my tongue wants to feel it, and like, you know, instead of like usually like you put your tongue in between your teeth, and it's not obviously not possible because it's got the cover on it. So that's there. But yeah, that's what it felt like to me. I don't know if you guys have had it done or have a different experience. Maybe you could comment below, just let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions, just put it in the box below, and I'll answer them for you, because I can always ask my dentist stuff like that, because I've already been paying for it, and is it something that you have questions? The one question I had was, are they safe at night? Because I was a bit worried that, like, what if one fell out and you started choking on it? Because obviously that could happen. But you sleep with your mouth closed. The dentist said that's never happened. So he was quite assuring that it is not something that's going to happen. It's not going to fall out and go into your mouth or into your throat and choke you. So it's pretty safe, and I'm hoping that it works, because, like I say, it's something that I really wanted done for a long time now. That was basically what you got in the pack. I'll have to go back in 2 weeks' time. But what he said is, obviously, if I have food, as soon as I've had food, because you're supposed to have them in for 22 hours, and it does actually state that inside the box. It says optimal wear is 22 hours. I don't know if you can see that. So it kind of reminds you, I guess, every time you go to it, that you got to put them back in. So you got to keep them in there. But you have food. You brush your teeth, floss your teeth, because you don't want to have food in there, because it will be trapped up inside the brace itself. So you want to make sure that you clean it, and then you just want to kind of clean your Invisalign first before you take it out, and then once it's out, clean your teeth and everything, and then clean inside your Invisalign brace, because you've got to put that back over your teeth, and then rinse it and then put it back on. But remember, don't use hot water or anything like that, because it will warp it, and you do not want to ruin something that you're paying a lot of money for, because you will have to pay for additional ones if you lose them. So make sure you keep them in there, keep an eye on them, and don't lose them. Remember to take them out, but put them back in as soon as you finish, as quick as you can, I guess, because you want to make sure that it's, you know, it's there, it's in there for a reason. So keep it in there. Right, so yes, for the first thing, it does give you a tiny bit of a lisp. So you do have a tiny bit of a lisp there, and it kind of like, you know, it's hard, because there's something in your mouth, and as you're trying to speak, it's sort of like you're kind of talking, and it's just making you do that. But he reckons after a couple of days that will settle down and be done. But this is my first experience, and I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have any questions at all on this, or if I've missed anything, or you want to know anything, just pop it in the comment box below, and I will let you know. We're coming up to a 15-minute video. I don't think that's too long for my first one. So obviously this is day one. I'll be back again in 2 weeks' time, and then I'll do the app thing, show you what it looks like complete, and then we'll have it, and hopefully I'll have the teeth that I've always wanted. Thanks for watching, guys. See you again soon. Bye bye.